Hello everyone, my name is Isaac and this is my 1998 29-foot school bus that I am turning into a home for myself and my family. I thought it would be a really cool video today for me to go inside and show you what my plan is for the layout. You guys can kind of see a blank space before it's converted and kind of the ideas behind laying it out and preparing for the build out. And if you have a bus similar to this size, maybe it's an idea for you. Let's go inside and I'll show you what the plan is. Welcome to the inside of the bus. As you can tell, it's gutted, stripped, and we've already started building it. A lot of people have been asking me what I'm doing in here, so that's why I'm stopping what I'm doing to make this video for you guys. And I always start, I don't know how most people build, but I always start with a bed frame and then kind of build off of things, right? Because you can have all the plans in the world and like you forget about a 3/4 inch, 1 inch here, and then it just doesn't add up. So the way I do this is I always do a basic kind of layout of what I want, where it's supposed to land, and then I always let the build kind of determine exactly what's gonna happen. But I always start with a bed frame, so let's go back there. Everybody wants a queen size bed in their bus. Jaylena wanted a queen size bed in this bus, but I literally can't do it, and I'm gonna show you why. So I wanna do a full size bed, which is about 54 inches. So that takes us to about, here. And we're gonna take this whole thing out so you guys can kind of see, we can all kind of see it, you know? You know what I'm saying? So, let's go to, my tape is acting crazy. So, double check this. And you always gotta leave room for your handles, you know, because your bed frame's gotta be able to go against that. So, 54, so a full size, holy moly, takes us, is that right? Let's do this. So it's a, 3 inches, 54, 55, 56, 57 inches. Let's do 58. So 58, and if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm making room for that handle, which just sticks out 3 inches from the wall. Alright, there it is. Now I'm going to take that line out. And obviously this is all rough stuff. Something like that. And that's our bed. That is roughly where a full-size bed is gonna land us, which brings me to the deletes. So the reason I couldn't do a queen is because of these wheel wells, right? So all buses are tilted forward just a little bit. So if I tried to build anything up like a shower stall, the water is all gonna get trapped over here, caught in this corner, and it's just gonna be all bad, which means I can literally only do my shower wall to right here. So I'm only gonna have that much space for a shower. And you know, it's not much, but it's literally the wheel well. It has to be straight walls. So let me mark that out and we'll get an idea for that. There's our shower stall, and we're gonna do a split bathroom. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm coming out on all of like the bedroom stuff, 30 inches, and then everything out in the kitchen area and living area will be 24-inch cabinets. So let's mark that square out over there. I think the plan from here is to just kind of mark this whole thing out, and then I'll talk you through it after that. Obviously I didn't really have a plan to film this video. I'm the type of guy, I just start rocking and rolling, you know? So I'm gonna let this camera run as I take the whole thing out, and then I'll walk you through it.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand.
Alright, you guys, so I've been filming solo all morning so far, but Levi has
come to help.
He has come to help, so I'm going to put the camera in his hand, and then I'm going to talk you through what we're doing in this bus.
Voila.
Levi, behind the camera. So let's start back here, and I think I'm going to have my little tape measure for my little pointer. I was talking about it earlier, and we were talking about the queen size bed that everybody wanted, and the queen size bed that I can't do. Now, and again, I'm going to show you why. So the full-size bed is 54 inches wide, and from this wall, this handle sticks out 3 inches. So the frame can't be against the wall. It's got to be up against this. It's another thing I see a lot of people make mistakes. They forget about those little things as they're laying their stuff out. So anyways, from about this area to here, 54 inches takes us to about here, which means our bed is going to land about here, which is why it's deleted. I don't like having walls where like landing in the middle of the windows, because then it takes 2 people to try and open and close it, you know. So if it drops down, it's just a mess. It's a habit I'm in. I don't put walls over windows. Lots of people do. I just choose not to, right? Now the reason I couldn't do a 54 or a larger bed is because the shower stall and this wheel well. I can't have a wall go up in the shower because the bus leans forward. That means water would just get trapped right here and just stick here. So that means the shower wall has to be completely straight and can only go to right here, right? So I'm gonna have, and this is all rough measurements because of material. So I'm gonna have a piece of 3/4 inch on the edge of the bed frame that's gonna go up, and I'm coming out 30 inches from the wall, and the shower stall is gonna be about right there. Now, that's not a very big shower. It's gonna be, you know, probably about 24 inches by like 30, which, you know, I just don't have another option unless I do something else. And I'm also the type of guy, I like everything wide open. I like open layouts. These are small spaces to begin with, and I don't want to make them smaller by like closing it all off. So I'm gonna have a nice big hallway all the way to the back. Now all the bedroom stuff and stuff is gonna be 30 inches. Cabinets up there will be 24. So we'll work our way this way. We'll finish this section and then we'll come back over here. So I got a wall here for the shower, boom, right? And then this is the first time I'm gonna do a stand-up fridge. I'm getting one from Rec Pro. I have a discount code, I'll have it below. I usually do like the chest style fridges, but I don't know. just because of the layout, I don't want a giant fridge. Like, I'd rather have the space go up versus over. So we're gonna do a stand-up fridge, and it's about 20 inches wide. So you can see right here that the fridge is gonna be about here, and I want it to end this window. So I still have full access to that window. So there'll be a wall here, kind of framing the fridge in, and a wall on the other side of the fridge framing it in, which leaves about that much gap, which is pretty big. That's about 40 inches of gap, and I'm gonna do a closet there. So that's a lot of hanging storage. You know, you gotta understand, I'm gonna have 2 girls living in here. That's like enough for one, but they're gonna have to figure it out. So I got about 40 inches of hanging storage for clothes, and then I'm gonna have some drawers for stuff like that. This is gonna be all clothes storage right there. And then above the fridge, we'll have a little bit of, you know, storage for food, stuff like that. So that's like that area to here. So let's go back over here. So I'm splitting. I really was trying to do the toilet in the shower and just pull it out, but it's like, living in this thing full time, the one thing I've learned doing bus life is the easier it is to do and use things, the better, versus like having to pull stuff out and everything being a puzzle. Like, it kind of isn't cool after a while. So anyways, we're doing a split bathroom. So the bed's here again, and I'm gonna do a wall here and a wall here. And there's just gonna be a toilet in here, composting toilet. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna build one or get one. I'm not sure. It's not as big as this side over here. You'll notice that my wall line is about here, and I'll tell you why. I always frame all of my cabinetry out with 3/4 inch plywood. Thin, right? I can attach to it, it's easy to work with. I always do my bed frames with 2x3 and 1x4s. So this right here, if you see this rectangle, that's Ember's bedroom. So that's her bunk, right? And it's gonna have a wall here and here, kind of closing in her room, so she has kind of her own space. And her bunk will probably be, you know, just above the wheel well, so she'll have a little bit of storage underneath, and then we'll do storage above for her. That'll be all her stuff. Now the reason this is kicked out is because of her bed frame. I gotta leave room for that 2x3 to come up and then frame out her bed, and then I can put 3/4 on that, versus me just doing 3/4 inch up to the wheel well again. But that's why this is kicked out, to leave room for that 2x3 stud for her bed frame. And I don't know if we're gonna wall her in, keep it open. That's one of those things when we get into the build, I'll kind of make a decision on. And then she's got 2 windows in her room right here, and then she'll, again, have the overhead storage here. So that takes us out to here. How do you guys like my little tape measure pointer? Anyways, we'll start over here. So if you guys remember, the fridge wall is right here. Now, this little square right here is gonna be...
needs room.
This square right here is gonna be the kitchen, right? So I wanna have the sink about right here on this emergency window. So we could, you know, kick this open and hose stuff off outside, or do the customary, you know, outdoor shower that nobody ever actually uses, but they say they do in bus life. Give ourselves that option. and then we're gonna have the
I feel like people are gonna be mad calling them out, bro.
Oh dude, so many people lie about all this stuff. It's crazy. For whatever reason, I don't know. But we got a 3-burner stovetop here in an oven. I want to be able to have pizza again. So putting the pizza in the stove is gonna be awesome. Shout out Rec Pro, that's who I'm using, and it's gonna have a discount code below if you guys want to use that. But anyway, so, and we're gonna kind of let this area kind of, when I'm actually building it, solidify. But like I said, I like to have a rough idea of what I'm doing and then kind of build it as I go. So sink, stove, I don't know if I'm gonna split them, push them together, don't know, don't really care yet. We'll get there when we get there. And I also have a hot water heater from Rec Pro that I gotta figure out the best place for it to go as I do it, which might be here, but again, when we get into the build and we're actually cutting stuff, we'll kind of figure that out. I think we'll just keep going down this whole side and then we'll come back over here. So this square here, and as you can tell too, this is all 24-inch cabinetry up in the living area, just to make it feel wider and more open as you're chilling, versus as you get back to like the bedroom, bathroom stuff, those are 30 inches out, just to give more room for, you know, sleeping and stuff.
So I think the most important question is your couch going to be wide enough for me to lay on?
Nah, bro. Levi's got to learn how to take care of himself. You know, I can't provide for this guy forever. So over here we have a couch, and I'm probably going to put a seat belt on both sides so that I could strap Ember in a car seat, kind of however I want to do it, give myself options. Anyway, so we'll have a couch here, probably have a seatbelt here, and the electrical system is going to go in this couch. So the vehicle battery is right here. So for the DC to DC charger, I don't want to have a huge, massive, long run. I usually do the electrical in the back of the bus, but this one's a lot longer than normal. So I'm going to probably put all the batteries around here, and they might tuck underneath the kitchen cabinet. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but batteries are going to be around here. We're going to do 800 amp hours of lithium. And then I'm going to do 600 watts of solar on the roof, 60 amp DC to DC charger, 60 amp charge controller. And I'll talk about the roof and tell you why that's all I'm doing. But anyways, little couch, chill area. And then on this side, this is going to be my customary couch day bed. The other side isn't necessarily long enough for a bed, it's just a sitting area. But I really wanted to have a couch on both sides so that I could entertain. So people could come chill here, I could chill here, we could sit across from each other, talk, chill. I don't know, for some reason I always have a lot of people that come show up all the time. So I want to be able to have a nice warm space for everybody to hang out that's nice and open. So this is going to be 75 inches long, so that it's the normal size of a bed and 24 inches out. And then we got this weird angle here, which I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that work. And then this will just flip up and there'll be more storage underneath. And I'll have a seat belt on this side too, so that Ember's car seat could go either way. And boom, this takes us to this little gap right here. That's about 40 inches of space, which is kind of a lot. Now, I want to do a wood stove. I just want to be ready for off-grid, right? So this little spot could change, but roughly I'm thinking about putting a wood stove in this corner, sitting up enough so that chilling on the couches and stuff, you could look over and see the flames flickering. I doubt I'm going to use it that often, but if the world ever ends, I'll be one of the only people with electricity and able to heat and cook. And I don't know, I thought about doing a desk here that flips down and then having a wood stove kind of up on a wall, but I don't know. As it goes right now, I'm just gonna leave it to where wood stove's gonna sit in this corner and there'll be wood storage underneath and that's it, but it could change. It's a really simple layout. Simple, open, functional. That's kind of how I like my buses. You know, I don't like all this crazy like puzzle piece zigzag stuff personally. I want it to be easy to use. I like everything open so it feels as big as it possibly can be. And we still gotta put those windows in, but you know, that's another thing. Let's talk about what I'm doing on the roof and why I'm doing that. I'm gonna take over from here to show you the roof, because this guy
Too big.
This guy needs a roof raised schoolie bad. I don't though, look. I got plenty of room. One of the things, I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer by trade. That's how I make a living besides building buses. So that means natural light is everything. It's more important to me than a lot of things. You'll see a lot of people building buses and they just stack the whole bus with solar panels. That's awesome for them. They have their reasons. That is not me. I'm trying to live my best life. And I don't know. I'm a very creative person and I want natural light. With that being said, I've got big old skylight, gonna go right here, take up this whole thing and then fill up this living area with just tons of natural light. And I've got all these windows up here in like the chill area, which is where we will spend most of our time. You know, we're only gonna sleep in the back and use the bathroom and the toilet, but we will be chilling and living in this area most of the time. So natural light. I'm gonna have a max air fan right here. That's just gonna help, you know, ventilate in here, exhaust when we're showering, cooking, things like that, since the stove is gonna be right by it. And yeah, you just, I don't know, kinda need a max air fan. As we move back, I got an AC from Rec Pro, shout out. It's kind of big though, you know, so I got 2 panels right here. It's like 48 inches long. I'm not sure where the vent opening is gonna be. It's probably gonna be about right here, but it's gonna sit all the way across the roof to here. That's why I can only do 600 watts of solar, because my center is literally completely taken. And I'm gonna run 300 watt solar panels down this side over here and another 3 on that side over there. And that's why I'm doing a bigger battery bank, so I can get away with having less solar. Okay, let's move it on back. So I'm gonna have a rooftop deck, which is more important to me than solar. You know, just because it is. And that's the cool thing about building your own house. You can build it for you and yourself and your needs, right? My needs are vibing. My deck is gonna go all the way from the back, all the way to right here. It's pretty big, right? Because I'm always having rooftop deck parties and fires and doing all kinds of craziness. But anyways, so the deck is gonna go from here all the way back, and I'm gonna have a marine hatch right here. So the marine hatch is more natural light, and it's a way to access the deck from inside, kind of like a normal school bus emergency exit. More natural light coming into this space. And the deck is gonna kind of frame around it, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna go in and out, but that's what's going right here, marine hatch and deck. There's a few things I forgot to mention. I'm gonna go ahead and address that now. 100-gallon water tank in the back. Do I know exactly where I'm putting it yet? No, but I have one and I'm putting it back there somewhere. Also, I'm going to cedar all the walls up. I'm using Havelock wool, and so I'm going to insulate with Havelock wool, and I'm going to cedar the walls up, and I'm going to cedar the whole ceiling. And then I'm going to paint it white because of that natural light thing again. I want all the light. So any light that's coming in through the window, I want it to reflect off of the white and just fill the space with light. I love cedar, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to end up doing as far as that goes. That is the layout and the ideas behind this bus build, and I hope you learned something, or seeing what I'm thinking might jog whatever you got going on or whatever. But anyways, I'm Isaac, and I'm building this bus for myself and my family, and our goal when this thing is done is to go travel to all 50 states just to see it. So when this thing's done, eventually we're going to be hitting the road and visiting everything. So if this is your first time on this channel, if you like anything bus related, consider subscribing, because that's what we do a lot of around here. And for all you long-time subscribers, I hope this was a cool video for you to kind of see where the big bus is headed and what we're putting in here. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you got all the way to the end, love and respect. Drop a comment below, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in another video. Peace.
That's something you can use or don't use.
What's up?
Just stand right there. Oh, it's recording, okay. And for all those folks out there, if you made it this far to the video, comment down, cameraman, big man.